What is up, bros, and welcome back. Today we have everything from the craziest spot to ever exist on Club, new ways to bullet hole spawn peek on multiple maps, and a funny new hiding spot on Coastline that really shouldn't work, but it's gonna get you free kills, so let's get right into it. I want to let you know that this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, but more on that later in the video. And don't forget, if you have a trick that you want to share in the next Discord tricks video, then join my Discord server linked down below and I'll see you there. Up first is one of the craziest things that you can do in recent siege times, because this one doubles as an insane angle that covers like half of the first floor, or you can simply use it as a crazy hiding spot. Breaking it down, step 1 is to shoot out the 2 glass bottles that are on top of the table without damaging the chairs. Step 2 is to vault onto the table, face southwest, and then walk left and around the chair until you're in the center of it. Step 3, alt walk up the south chair leg until you've elevated, and then look towards the inside corner of the bomb on the bottom left. You're gonna then sprint to it. This is easiest with a 3-speed, and once you land, don't try to move your operator around. You should land straight on top of it and not move. Step 4 is to look towards the right side of the dartboard and then sprint forward and right. Once you're running up, look at the center of the bookshelf and keep sprinting forward. You're gonna eventually run up and over the bomb and land on the top of the shelf. From here, you have the jump on the enemy. Obviously, their crosshairs are most likely not gonna be up there, or you can just simply use it as a funny hiding spot. If you want to go on the upper ledge, you're gonna need to prone on top of the box and then unprone and crouch walk forward, but be careful not to overstep or else you will go over the edge. And yes, I did try planting up here as an attacker, but it is blocked off and you can't place the diffuser down anywhere, so that's probably a good thing. But yeah, besides that, you have angles from everywhere to the back of strip, entrance of lobby, outside the pool window, all over the place. Now, by now, you guys all know the best drone phase trick, and that is to play the incredible mobile game from the huge supporter of the channel, Raid Shadow Legends. My favorite things in Raid are definitely the action-packed PvP, the incredible graphics, and over 600 champions with unique skills that allows you to build your own team how you like. I'm also really enjoying the Doom Tower, which is basically a giant prison in the endgame where it's our job to go in and then slap around some enemies before they get out. Once you get past the regular floors, the bosses do get pretty tough. Bosses like the Scarab King will take barely any damage unless you reduce his max HP, and you'll want to make sure that you have ways to do things like remove debuffs, which makes Raid really strategic and fun. There's a lot happening in Raid this month, with them running a trick-or-treat Halloween promo where new players can win a bunch of real-life and in-game prizes such as $1,000 Amazon gift cards and so much more. It's all free and super easy. You just need your Raid player ID and then follow a couple more steps listed below, and you'll be entered in this limited event that runs until November 5th. There's seriously never been a better time to get started. New players that use my link or scan the QR code will get a free starter pack that's worth almost $30, which includes the free champion Vergis and all this cool in-game loot that you will find in your inbox for the next 30 days. Up next, we have 3 clever Azami barrier tricks to get hidden vault prompts for some crazy spots. For the first one, we're going to be on Outback, and we're going to be getting on top of the water dispenser by breaking the fan and the plant and then placing the barrier on the north edge of the metal window. You want to place it at the height of the first metal bar, and then after that, just sprint from the desk towards the barrier for the vault prompt. This angle is really sick because you can shoot over the lockers and have this really unexpected angle that goes all the way outside onto the garage balcony. Going over to Club, we have the updated method on the best way to get on top of the kitchen cabinets. All you need to do is impact the left side of the cabinets and then place a barrier that's slightly left of center and below the middle shelf. You should have a barrier that looks somewhat like a third of a circle, and then from there you're going to run on top of the microwave and sprint forward to elevate yourself until you're on the metal rack. After that, just slowly move forward while slowly pushing right, and you're going to get an easy vault prompt. Now, if you want to be more aggressive in that same room, you can actually get this rage-inducing spawn peek by placing a barrier at the top edge of the kitchen station and then vault onto it from the stove. Once you're on top of it, you can open up the top of the window and have an angle that goes through the chain link fence right into the path that attackers have to run if they go left after spawning construction. You could actually have a friend throw a barrier here for you and then vault up here with Rook or Doc if you wanted to, so that you can have a scope. If you don't have any friends, that's perfect too. You can just pre-fire it with 1x. Now, if you want a more YOLO spawn peek, you can head over to the garage where you can actually run out as soon as the round starts and then throw a C4 over the brick wall that's to the left of the light. The C4 lands on the running path for attackers if they head northeast after spawning main gate. I do recommend having a friend stay by the garage door because this doubles as a bait for attackers, because if the attackers come turning the corner looking for a pick onto the guy with the C4, they're going to be giving their heads to your friend who's still in garage. Moving over to Oregon, we have a variation of the master bedroom door spawn peek that's actually going to be able to keep you safe from the gate if attackers run through it. If you wait for about 2 seconds after the round starts, you can simply run out and then crouch behind the metal sheet and look directly into the attacker's running path from spawn. You're going to be shooting slightly in front of the white police van, and it's also a super easy escape to get back inside. This next one is just a quick did you know that Macy posted over on Twitter, and it's how Ubisoft actually has a dedicated sound effect for when you down someone that is wearing rook armor. This is really helpful because when you hear this, you can immediately know that there is a chance for them to res themselves, so you can make your plays accordingly. Up next is the most annoying Maestro Evil Eye on Coastline, and it's super easy to do. All you need to do is go behind the bar in Aqua and place the Evil Eye on the H on the wall, and you'll be able to zap attackers through the desk because there's actually this gap between the surface and the glass that really isn't clear to see when you're standing up. The Evil Eye is at the perfect height to go right in between, all while it's staying nearly invisible. Now over on Villa, we have this really cool angle that goes from tasting downstairs in the basement all the way to the exit balcony window that enters into bike storage. We're using the secret passage on the red stairs wall to create a few different holes that attackers will have to watch out for when they look at it, and then you can place just 1 or 2 calculated melees on the bottom left of the wall to have this really awkward angle to deny anybody that's trying to enter from the window. Up next is another really interesting angle that you can get that cuts off rotations through office and can stop attackers from entering into the blue bar. You can go into Sunrise and run up the couch onto the pillow to create this angle, and elevating yourself isn't required here, but if you do, you can chip out a couple of the planks from the top of the window and make the angle even more unexpected and awkward to check. After you do that, you'll be able to fight attackers from a spot that literally nobody expects, and if you want to make this even more insane, you can put a suppressor on and they literally won't know where the shots are coming from. Up next, we have the sneakiest way to spawn peek in Siege, and it's a new bullet hole method, and it's all because of the way that glass breaks in Siege. If you angle yourself to shoot out a plank on a window so that you're not hitting any glass, you can actually use the way that glass shatters to cover up that opening in the window that you just created. All we're doing is putting 1 or 2 bullet holes on a piece of glass over the spot in the open window, and it's going to make the texture of the glass block any opening that you already have. It looks just like any other random window that people pre-fire, so it makes it really unexpected. This works in so many spots all over the game, but the other one that I really like is to play 4D chess and do the same thing on the kitchen corridor window on Oregon. Add in the extra move of going to Big Tower to open up the window, and because nobody is expecting bullet hole spawn peeks in Siege like this, the main focus is going to be on that open Big Tower window because they won't be able to see the opening that's covered by shattered glass. They're not going to be expecting our dumbasses to be standing there with a suppressed dock that's dressed as Rick Sanchez waiting to send them to another dimension. Moving over to Coastline, we have this strange method to wedge our bodies in between the bed and the wall for a hiding spot that's going to jump scare attackers. All you need to do is get on the bed and vault over the head of it. From there, face east, go prone, and then back up and left all the way, and then slowly look right until your legs go behind you. It's going to be somewhere around that glass. After that, you'll be able to squeeze your legs together and hide right in between the head of the bed and the wall. Anyways, that's going to be it for today. Join my Discord for free cookies. Peace.